People are still. Thank you.
How are we going?
Hey, Ron.
Is Senator Cardin mentioned?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to re-hit the gavel since people were tied up in the back for priority reasons. I want to call the meeting to order. I want to thank everybody for coming today, and to those who are here and have traveled extensively to be here, I want to apologize on the front end for what's happening today. We have 2 votes at 10:30, which means that people will be streaming in and out of the meeting. And secondly, unfortunately, I understand there's a Democratic caucus meeting that was called without talking to some of the chairmen. So in any event, that doesn't take away from the importance of this. I just hope that people will bear with us. We're at a historic turning point in the global fight to end modern slavery today, thanks to the incredible efforts of so many committed individuals, 2 of whom are with us today. Several are in the audience, and certainly many up here at the dais. Faith-based groups, 8 organizations throughout the U.S., and just people around the world have come together around this issue that we're highlighting today. This is the 3rd year that we've held a hearing to highlight Shine a Light on Slavery Day. And the End It movement has been building for about 10 years now. People around the world are very, very familiar now with this scourge on mankind. Across the country, people have made personal statements about the need to end modern slavery by wearing a red X, like so many of us are doing today. And this year, on February 23rd, during a Senate recess, this day will take place. In marking End It Day, we highlight the horrific nature of modern slavery. We also highlight progress that's being made as the U.S. prepares to embark on an unprecedented global effort to end this scourge on humanity. And we certainly have some pioneers today who've been very instrumental in laying the foundation for that. Starting with the Trafficking Victims Protection Act, there's been a growing awareness and increasingly effective anti-human trafficking work in the United States. This is important because as we begin to implement the authorization of the End Modern Slavery Initiative to measurably and sustainably ramp up all of our efforts worldwide, we can build on what has occurred. And I want to take this moment to thank people here on the committee that unanimously passed out several years ago this bill. And then continued to work to make sure, after about a 2-year process, we actually pass the authorization. I think people understand appropriations are already in place. And now the real work begins, again, standing on the shoulders of our witnesses here today and so many others. Along the way, we've seen efforts to make a difference, as I just mentioned. And our first witness today is Mr. Ashton Kutcher. He's the co-founder of Thorn, an organization that works with law enforcement to rescue trafficking victims by leveraging the very technology used to abuse and exploit them. We welcome him today. He, by the way, flew all night. He's working right now on a film, and so he caught a red eye in after having dinner with his wife. Very, very smart man on Valentine's Day. And he's leaving immediately after this. But I'll tell you, if you knew of what he and his organization has done, it's inspirational. And the metrics that they're able to help us with, the way that they're able to interdict in advance now what's happening is phenomenal and a true testament to entrepreneurialism and people taking a risk, in this case, towards a social good. I had a few moments with him. I'm even more thankful for him and his commitment to this, and became interested just by seeing that it was occurring and felt that he could do something about it. We also welcome our second witness, Mrs. Elisa Massimino, President and Chief Executive Officer of Human Rights First, which is engaged in the fight against modern slavery. Thank you so much for what you've been doing in your testimony today. We're also happy to have with us today the founders of Passion Movement and the Passion Church, Louis and Shelley Giglio. I'll have to say that they are the people that brought awareness to me. They're the people that have instilled the awareness in young people all across our country that want to be a part of ending this. I thank them for their personal inspiration and the inspiration they are to so many people around the world every day. We also have Jenny Brown, the campaign director of the End It movement, who obviously for 10 years has been making people aware. In many ways, this awareness is what has led us today. We'd also like to welcome Mr. Tim Estes. Just serendipitously, this has nothing to do with our involvement. He's CEO of Digital Reasoning, which is based in Tennessee, and they're actually using intelligence to interdict and help with the tools that Thorn is putting in place. I want to also thank Ernie Allen for being here as well. Ernie founded the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, one of our greatest leaders on this issue, people in this movement knowing well. I also want to welcome former U.S. Representative Susan Molinari from Google, who's been involved in this even before being involved with Google. So with that, thank you all for being here. It's a great day for us, a lot of work ahead. I'd like to introduce our outstanding ranking member, Ben Cardin, and my friend.